Welcome to The Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm John Reisinger.
Seems Zuckerberg's at it again, this time expanding the social sphere to horizons that are a little more virtual.
That's
virtual. It's magical.
That's virtual.
Is that, or are you a wizard?
You don't know. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg has announced Oculus VR's latest plans for an in-development VR headset. As reported by Variety, the device is unnamed as of yet, but is intended to serve as a type of middle road, so to speak, between full-fledged VR headsets like the Oculus Rift and mobile headsets like the Samsung Gear VR.
Zuckerberg announced on Thursday at Oculus's Connect conference in San Jose that Oculus is going to commit an additional $250 million to fund a range of new content such as games and entertainment, putting stock in the notion that great software experiences are the next frontier for VR.
Okay. This funding is in addition to the impressive $250 million pledged already by Oculus for content development, and in addition, $10 million of the fund will be allocated specifically for educational virtual reality material that could definitely go a few different ways.
Hopefully it's the good one. Oh, VR Oregon Trail! That's educational,
right?
Right,
now I need this to happen.
Right. More than 1 million people actively use virtual reality products every month, Zuckerberg stated, pointing to Samsung's Gear VR and the Oculus Rift. This is happening, he continues, and we have a lot to be excited about.
Thus, Zuckerberg has spoken. The first step is getting the basic hardware out there, Zuckerberg said, citing specifically Facebook's investment in the space. This is happening at a faster rate than any of us had expected. The next phase of virtual reality is building great software.
It should be noted, however, that Facebook, Zuckerberg in particular, and some analysts are on kind of different pages when it comes to the adoption rate of VR. While Gear VR may be kind of a sleeping giant, it definitely isn't designed with the high-end experience in mind the way Oculus Rift, its main competitor, Vive, and Sony's PlayStation VR are.
And in spite of Zuckerberg's claim that 1 million people use VR every month,
that seems high.
Yeah, you have to wonder what all he's counting. None of the VR headset manufacturers have released their sales data, but at last estimate, one of the VR frontrunners, Vive, had moved about 100,000 units.
Look, that seems like a lot in terms of raw numbers. That's 100,000 VR headsets that are out there. But in comparison to numbers we're used to seeing from video game consoles, not so impressive. I mean, look at the number of jokes we make at Wii U's expense, and that console sold 13 million units, which puts Vive at less than 1% of even Wii U numbers.
Ooh, sick burn. Granted, those numbers are from July, but reports from September show that VR adoption has slowed to a standstill. Regardless, Facebook is trying really hard to make fetch happen. Hey, that's a joke from Mean Girls.
Mean Girls!
Zuckerberg notes the headset will be standalone and affordable, but it is also not tethered to a PC like the current Oculus Rift is, which admittedly has been one of VR's peskier issues.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. It's a pretty impressive move that the new VR headset has no wires. However, the headset still does allow for motion tracking.
It's really good. This new technology was referenced as inside-out tracking, which involves the sensors being placed on the headset itself, with the complementing markers being placed on the actual environment, potentially something like Vive's approach with its tracking lighthouses.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing we believe will exist when you combine hardware innovation and next-generation software experiences, Zuckerberg noted, sharing his vision for the future, which he probably just copied from Gabe Newell.
Ooh, Zuckerberg says that the company is working on the new headset right now, but it's still early in the development cycle, so not too much is set in stone quite yet, but we are expecting to hear a lot more very soon.
Yeah, there's probably a pretty decent chance that they announced this kind of early and wanted to get ahead of the Google reveal of Cardboard 2.0, which is, well, that's kind of Cardboard 2.0. It's called Daydream, but that one covering cloth this time. Oh, innovation.
Daydream has a lot of similarities to the new Oculus headset in that it's meant to be an affordable VR experience and you don't have to worry about cables, though it's probably more comparable to Gear VR because it makes use of mobile phones for the screen, with the newly announced Pixel being the first of these, and they're going to have it out next month.
I like Google doesn't waste any time. They just go, ha ha ha, new thing, got cloth, out next month. That's like the extent of their keynotes. Daydream and Facebook are both really pushing the headsets as well from a non-gaming angle. Google's talking a lot about personal cinema, VR sports spectating, and fictional world experiences like Harry Potter, which admittedly sounds really awesome. Facebook's approach feels a little bit more, I don't know, it's kind of Me Too with that, but because it's Facebook, they're also really emphasizing social functions.
Well, they mentioned they wanted to invade the VR space with social applications back when they acquired Oculus, but this is the first we've seen of that push.
Yeah, according to Polygon, Zuckerberg revealed a new social VR application where users can interact and chat with each other in virtual space with avatars. Facial expressions are represented in real time via software.
Welcome to the Oasis.
We can all go live in super stacky trailer parks. I hope everyone's got their like 80s pop culture references memorized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of gonna happen.
Let's go drive some DeLoreans. This virtual chat application is slated to launch for Oculus Rift later this year with the release of the upcoming touch controllers. Because really, what's social without touch, as Peter Molyneux would tell us?
Which brings us to the new details about hardware for the existing Oculus Rift. The price point of these Oculus touch controllers can leave gamers feeling a bit touchy, if you will.
Boo!
Yeah. At $200 per pair. Woo! It's a hefty price to pay. Oculus chief Brendan Irib announced that these controllers would go on sale in December.
Yeah, pre-orders for the units open on October 10th online and at physical retailers, while the controllers will go on sale December 6th. However, Oculus is trying to sweeten the deal by giving people who pre-order 2 free games. The titles are VR Sports Challenge and The Unspoken, which neither of those are really the ones that you think of, but hey, look, they're free games.
Irib has also confirmed that the Oculus Touch controller will offer room scale movement, but you will need a sensor for that. These are priced at $80 and will also go on sale December 6th.
So the $200 alone just for the touch controllers actually brings the effective price of Oculus Rift up to be even with Vive's $800 tag, since it comes with all that stuff. Actually though, if you think about it, it's $80 more because you have to buy the sensor as well.
The Circular Touch has 2 controllers, one for each hand. Each has a traditional analog stick, 2 buttons, and an analog trigger, as well as haptic feedback and what Oculus calls the hand trigger.
Ooh, innovative.
Touch is also capable of tracking a set of finger poses that work to recognize natural hand poses like pointing or waving.
Oculus has also unveiled its new earphones, which are priced at $49 and offer users better sound, a new web browser. Users can navigate in VR style called Caramel. Does not require the earphones though.
Okay.
And Oculus avatars, which not only resemble the user, theoretically, but can also mimic movement and facial expressions. It also plans to launch some kind of live streaming tools for VR.
How are headphones made specifically to be better for VR?
Well, I 3D.
Yeah, isn't that something like headphones already been doing for forever?
Kind of, yeah.
Gonna call a little BS on that one.
No, it's exciting and new.
$50. The other 2 social features Oculus has announced are Parties, which let users start a voice call with up to 8 people in virtual reality, and Rooms, which lets people hang out with avatars of their friends, chat, or watch a movie.
And they can all talk about who's the better gunter. Or you could just go to Mars. Actually, that's a good idea. I like the tech demos they have showed of HoloLens of the Mars environment.
Yeah?
I think it's cool if I can go on a planet but not have to go to the planet, because honestly, like 8 years at minimum is a long trip.
I'd rather go to the bottom of the ocean.
You do that too, why not? You can't. Anything's possible with VR, especially with $50 headphones.
Zuckerberg closed with, "We want software to be built with people at the center. Our industry has made more progress in the last couple of years than any of us could have hoped for. I'm so excited for what you're all building."
Yeah. So what do you guys think of all this new Oculus gear and the shiny new promises of VR? Are you sold yet? Or do you have some reservations still? Let us know in the comments.
For future update on Facebook's newest VR endeavor, remember to like this video and subscribe to the know. Subscribe to the know. Subscribe to the know. Subscribe to the know. Hey, subscribe to the know.
If you have too much money, you can buy a t-shirt.
I hate it when I have too much money.
It's the worst, right? No one wants that problem. No one wants that problem. And the t-shirts are very stylish.
I actually do like the t-shirts a lot.
Thank you. You want one?
I do actually.
Okay, cool. We'll hook you up.
Thank you.
$20.